death. But if you can recall what happened in Pulwama when they took that car into that CRPF convoy, if you remember what they did in Pahalgam when they were shooting, let's recall for a second, okay? You walk up to a husband and wife who are having a picnic in a meadow. You tell the man to quote from the Quran, then you strip him to check if he's been circumcised, then shoot him in the face, and then tell the wife, go tell Modi. Subsequently, of course, Operation Sindoor took place. Okay, Ajay, I know it's not a conversation for television for you and me. Okay, but we saw one of the LEP co-founders just last month, Lahore, shot dead, again masked gunmen. We've seen this happen in Karachi, IC 814. Okay, hijackers, masterminds also being killed. The assumption can be made that we'll be in 5-10 years making movies on these killings as well.
Pardon, Rishabh, please repeat the question.
I mean, is this going to be something that 5-10 years from now we'll get the inside story of what takes place, and maybe movies will be made?
Certainly, because what is happening in Pakistan, as I was saying that, if you calculate that more than 24 these terror commanders have been shot by unarmed gunmen in Pakistan, and why there is no investigation, why there is no reports of Pakistani agencies, it is only because they know that they were terrorists, they were designated terrorists, and what they were doing there in Pakistan, that is something very fishy, and definitely world will raise a question on Pakistan as well. And definitely, as you say, that we will see in coming years that definitely there will be a picture, and the story will come out, and people of Pakistan, those who are opposing, and especially if you talk about Pakistan occupied Kashmir, where people are protesting against the Pakistani government and Pakistani army, they will definitely tell the truth to the world that what was happening there, how they were taken to the camps and then converted to the terrorism and other things. That will definitely come out with the rest of the world.
I think many of the audience members mostly will forgive me that if you put yourself in the shoes of people who had to experience terrorism and the families of the CRPF men, can't help but feel a sense of satisfaction of watching this coward run, okay, of watching him run and then being chased down and meeting the fate which he sought on others. I think there's poetic justice that he was in a car driving somewhere when this took place. Just like he helped raise funds for, helped procure the equipment for, where did that hundreds of kilograms of RDX come from which they put into that van to drive into the CRPF convoy? It's not a handful, hundreds of kilograms. And people like this who are overground workers, masterminds who don't kill themselves, watch him run after being shot, running for his life. The point of the video just cuts out. We've seen too much in this country. You can go back. I've mentioned Red Fort in Delhi. I've mentioned Pahalgam, mentioned Pulwama. You can go back. Too much in this country. Okay. This is Muzaffarabad, POK, by the way. Broad daylight. Whatever operation is being carried out by whoever, unknown gunmen, could be internal gang rivalries. These things also happen, but some form of justice is being meted. It's taken time, but some form of justice is being meted. Where does it put the larger picture now on Pulwama and those people involved in it, Ajay? Ajay, if you can hear us. So we've seen the surgical strikes, then we saw, of course, the Balakot strikes, then we've seen Operation Sindoor, we've seen several of these terrorists being killed to unknown gunmen from Karachi, Lahore, now Muzaffarabad. Where does this put the larger picture now on those who were responsible for Pulwama? Can Ajay hear us? Okay, so it will be useful if he can. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't take my eyes away. I'm sure you can't either. Can we just get rid of all these graphics for a second? And it's a moment to be seen. Look at him run. Look at him run. This is what he did to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Known as the doctor. Look at him run. And they kept shooting at him. Multiple bullet wounds. Caught him point blank. I can't see a passenger window shattering. Of course, potentially it would have shattered towards the inside or could have been opened because it's a straight on point of view from the red light. But he stumbled as he exits, but he's managing to run with some pace, and adrenaline can keep you going for some time, even if you've been shot. I think at least you can count it out. At least you can see the person pull the trigger at least twice, thrice. So twice at least in the car. Then the third time while chasing him, fourth time as he turns the corner before the footage comes out. You can see 1 second, okay, 3. Then just at that point of time, you can see the hand going up. So just have a look at this. 1, 2, 3. 3 shots. Then they chase him. Another shot. And then one right there as they stop. So one person comes from behind, from the shot 1, 2, there we go, third, fourth. So you can count them out. About 4 or 5 shots were at least fired, probably more. Multiple bullet injuries would indicate that many of them hit home. Almost like he knew it was coming, Ajay Jandial. He was, I mean, running for his life, which means he was living in fear. He knew this was coming after the reports that have come from Lahore.
What they had done with the 40 CRPF personnel and their families, I think that at that very time, their future was decided by the security forces of India, and definitely by the supreme power as well. I believe that that's why they from Jammu and Kashmir. Then when he reached there in POK, he was hiding first, and now sources are saying that when he was moving in a car, he was started basically he was started following by the unknown gunmen, and when he have reached there in one of a spot where there were several security forces personnel were, he was shot from the very close range. He was trying to flee. He attempted to flee basically from that location. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 bullets were fired. And they said that they were very sure that they have to kill him, and that is what they have done. When he was taken to the hospital, doctor declared him dead, and unknown gunmen, they managed to flee from that location.
Now, 2019 is, of course, when the Pulwama attack happened. General Dwivedi, far be it from me from celebrating death and violence, but one can't help but draw a sense of satisfaction of watching this coward run as he is shot dead. Have you seen the video, sir?
I haven't seen the video, but I just covered it on NewsX World some time back.
At least 5 shots, broad daylight in a car. We'll get the video sent to you, sir.
Right.
Pretty dramatic, because I think the first time we've seen something like this caught on CCTV. So we've seen it actually happening for the first time. This video, of course, has come from Muzaffarabad in POK. 2 people wearing head-to-toe covering. It's a burqa. They walk up to this car, and I've counted at least 3 shots fired from the passenger side window. The man then ran, but multiple bullet wounds and brought dead to the hospital. I mean, for the people the family members of the CRPF men who died in Pulwama and the many others, Pahalgam, Delhi, we can, you and I can go back and count the hundreds that have been killed. There is a sense of satisfaction, sir, that this is happening.
Sure. Firstly, I fully agree with you that we don't celebrate death. But nonetheless, I think very appropriately the divine has met the justice, because such people who carry out such dastardly act actually deserve no sympathy. But the point is that I just had a look at the video, how it has happened. The 2-3 points, what Rishabh merit consideration. Firstly, Pakistan as a state, it follows, terrorism as state policy. And all these people are being fed, bred, and trained for carrying out proxy war. The second point is that, one can't say that whether it is an inter-gang fight or it is being carried out by some external agencies, but at the end of it, you rightly brought out that there is a sense of satisfaction amongst the families who lost in their dear ones. In 2019, I think it's the 14th of February. The 2-3 issues which merit consideration. First and foremost, all the countries which encourage, which breed terrorism must be isolated across the globe. And Pakistan is one of the countries which have carried out proxy war against India, and also the networks globally. The second very important point is for India. I think this war has to be fought on till the finality, because until Pakistan stops, we have to fight it on. It can't be seasonal. It has to be 24/7, 365. And my third very important point is that, the justice has been met. The divine has himself done the justice. But the point is that we cannot take satisfaction on this until we are able to remove this evil across the borders, on the borders, and of course in the hinterland. And my final point is, it's a war on. And we must feel satisfied that when such people are dropped, I think it is eliminating the menace and the evil from the world at large.
What is going to be the impact? We saw the IC-814 hijackers who have also died mysteriously last month in Lahore. One of the LET co-founders, Hamza, he was also shot dead outside, in fact, a film studio. And this is happening. What does this now put that, people who said that, okay, now we are in Muzaffarabad, we are in Muridke, we are in Lahore, we are in Karachi, we can't be touched, we are safe. What do they now know?
Definitely, it's going to give a very strong message that if you are indulging in this such activities, there are no safe havens for you, and you will be targeted, you will be dropped wherever you are. I think it's a very strong message to such organizations, to such individuals, that there's no safety place or there's no safe heavens. And in case they continue to indulge, they'll be continue to be hunted and continue to be dropped. I think this is a very strong message that goes to such organizations, to such people, and also to handlers at large, because after all, these are the frontline soldiers, but they're handlers. I think we also need to hit at the handlers, because they are the people, and of course this person was one of the architects, but I think as I earlier said
Okay.
that this war has to be fought at all three platforms.
Just stay with me,
all
sir. I
the
just want to
LACs.
break down this video once again because, like I said, it's a very rare, not rare. It's never happened before where such a assassination